Welcome back to On Air, the podcast where we talk about movies. And today, sorry, I do that a lot. And today, the thing we're talking about is, the movie we're talking about is Rear Window. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, released in 1954. Starring, Jimmy Stewart, Grace Kelly, Wendell Corey, Thelma Ritter, Raymond Burt, Judith Evelyn, Georgine Darcy, and Ross. How do I say that one? I don't know that one.
Beats me.
I'm pretty
And
sure.
then, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not Georgine. It's Georgian. Georgian?
Georgian? Who cares?
Georgine.
Who cares?
Hello, it's me, Georgine.
Georgine?
If that is the right pronunciation, I apologize profusely.
Alright. Who wants to start out with initial thoughts?
Not me. I don't have much to say. I don't know.
No, you should go first then.
Oh, I should?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Is that all you have to say?
You're so kind.
Oh.
No, I was taking a drink of water, Michael.
Oh, go for
You
it.
can do that? Sorry.
Go for it. Say something.
Well, I'm just not a huge fan of this movie.
Okay. Awesome.
It's just... I'm still going.
Oh, sorry.
Hold your horses, Michael.
You said you didn't have much to say, so I figured that was all.
Well,
I would like to know why.
Yeah, why didn't you think it was the great movie?
I'm just not... Most movies I'm not saying all movies, but most movies before, like, 1970, I'm just not big into.
Is there a reason?
No, I just...
I mean, I know,
not
because I
really.
feel like some people say movies from that time are slower, and that's true, but I still feel like this one's pretty action-packed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like this one didn't feel slow to me.
I'm not like
really
all
short
slow
attention
movies
span.
are bad. There's like slow movies that came out this year and last year, Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2, that I love, but I don't know, I think it's like the style mixed with the slower pace of those movies that
I feel like
just...
the styles.
I really
That
like
is
the style
in
of
this
those... I'm not saying Rear Window in particular, I'm just saying... just
movie. In general?
Yeah, in general.
I don't know.
I guess so.
That's fair. Are you done now?
I don't know. I haven't
Yes.
seen a lot of movies from before 1970, so
Yeah.
I don't
What are your initial thoughts?
I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's cool that they're able to make it like fun because a lot of the time the protagonist like moves around a lot, and I think it's interesting how managed to make it interesting while this guy's static because he can't walk. So if you can't walk, can't really go places. So there's that.
Yeah.
I guess. Michael.
All right, I guess I'll give my initial thoughts. I really liked this movie. I thought it was really good. I wasn't I watched it with my parents, and like over the weekend, like I told them I came home from the last podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, we're the movie we picked is Rear Window, and my parents were like, yes, and then they immediately watched it with me, and I was like, can't we wait like a couple days? And they're like, no.
Yeah,
We're watching it right this instant.
I watched it on Wednesday, and my mom was like, "You ready to watch one of my favorite movies?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Your mom has good taste. It's a good movie.
I never said it was bad. It's just
Didn't you?
I said
Earlier okay, never mind.
Okay.
not on the podcast, and what's not said on the podcast might as well be not real.
Yeah.
What am I saying? I don't
Full
know.
orange
It's just
isn't
not
real?
for me.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Anyways, so I think
Great transition, guys.
Yeah, I know.
We're so good at this.
We're so good at this.
Guys are
But
so
I
insane.
really my parents were like really hyping up the movie. They were like, "It's so good. I think you'll really like it." And they were right. I did like it.
Had you not seen it before?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, it was my first time seeing this movie.
figured since
this
how
weekend.
excited or like you really wanted to push for it, I figured you'd seen it before.
My parents said it was really good, and I believe everything they say to me.
That's okay.
My father says he claims that he's never lied to me once in my entire life.
Yeah, my dad told me that
think
too,
that's a
and
little-
that's not
Did
true.
your dad tell you Oh, wait, never mind.
My family's Jewish. Can I just
Tooth Fairy
Fairy. Actually, he doesn't lie about that. He was the Tooth Fairy. He told me he wore a tutu into my room once, and I turned to my mother. I was like, "Is this true?" And she was like, "Yes, this was true. I watched him do it."
In case you woke up.
Yeah, it wasn't even to wake me up or anything. Like, he did it just for fun.
I've met your dad, and the image of that is hilarious. I gotta say.
He seems like he would have a fun time doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, your parents never lied. Well, you shouldn't believe them on that. They're lying right now. My dad said he didn't lie, but then Disney World happened, and he told me I didn't have any money to spend, and I did, and I was 6. Anyway.
You had money when you were 6?
No, it was like the number that we had, like the PIN number.
What?
Like there was a PIN number. Anyway,
I've never been to
what
Disney.
What are you talking about?
My favorite part of Rear Window when they all go to Disney World.
When
my
they all
favorite part.
meet Walt Disney and it doesn't quite go well.
Yeah.
I think we don't have the list of the stuff to talk about.
What the heck?
Everybody give Desiree a disapproving stare.
All right, here.
Excuse
Let
me.
me pull up my list then. Let me pull up my list. It's gonna take me a second here.
Okay.
Una, why don't you talk about something while I pull up my list?
Talk about something related to the movie.
Okay, I have my
Well,
list.
okay.
So, I really liked the small details throughout the film. Like at the very beginning, it was like when they were first setting up like the setting. It was hot. It was like it's summer, and you could tell that it's hot because like there was a close up of Jeff and he was sweating, and there were people outside wearing like they were wearing like summer clothes, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a truck that went by that was leaking water for the kids. I think, right? I'm not crazy, like, right?
I don't remember.
I will.
You just watched the movie today.
I was
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
a quarter of the way through falling asleep the entire movie. So
Okay. But yeah, I remember that part. I remember because my mom was like, yeah, there's a thing they used to do where they would just have water trucks go by and put water in the street for the kids.
with all these droughts going on and global warming, I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Hamilton has a water ban in effect, so
Jeez Louise.
they banned water.
Why do I
But
think
I-
you're talking about Alexander
I like-
Hamilton?
Alexander
I liked,
Hamilton.
I liked
He was a
how-
firm believer in no water.
Yeah.
I really liked how throughout the movie there was like it was mostly show, not tell. It was like a huge thing in the movie.
I think that's also,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say partially because a lot of the time he's like in his room on his own, and I think that's cool. And
I do
Yeah.
like when like a character is able to show you how they're feeling, not through talking. Like, here's the thing, I want to draw like a parallel because in the original Dune, with the hand, sorry, but like the hand in the box scene in the 1980s movie, when the box gives him pain, he goes, "The pain," and it was really
That's
funny.
wild.
But in the new Dune, he puts his hand in a box, and all you see is just his facial expression, and like how he like you don't get dialogue when he overcomes the pain. You just see his face and a musical cue, and it's so good.
Sorry.
That's okay. But
and
yeah,
then-
like that.
Yeah, that's the musical cue.
Yeah.
And
Sort of
that's my cue to say
tricking you into being able to
go back
talk
to what
about
I was
Dune.
talking about.
I can tell.
There was a scene, I think probably my cuz when I forget her name. Oh, Lisa. When Lisa is talking to Jeff and is like you're not like the guy didn't murder anyone, you're just overthinking it. But then she's looking out the window and then her face like falls.
Yeah.
And then she stands up. Like I saw that, I was like, what's going on? What happened?
I
And
was
like,
"Ooh,
oh
something
yeah,
just
like
happened."
something just happened. Like it was like that was good.
I would also like to point out
Yeah?
that there is a 21-year age gap between the two leads of the movie. Just in case.
That's-
Okay,
It
well, it
was
was
the
1954, so.
It was what did
Oh.
you expect?
I don't know, but what do you mean? But it's so it's the 50s.
Yeah. It was okay.
What do you mean? It says it on the paper.
A 50-year-old guy.
20
or 25. I don't know, this is a little weird, but, it's the 50s.
They're both adults.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just a little weird to
Okay,
me.
how about we talk about the movie?
Yeah. Okay.
It's so weird to me. I don't know why you're on my case about this.
That's what you sound like, Theo.
Well, that's not very
And I
nice.
liked the nurse in the movie.
Oh my god, she was definitely like a really good character. I think I really liked her relationship with Jeff, like, because they like banter back and forth, and there was the part where she was feeding him breakfast and it was after he told her about the murder and the guy was packing up like all his wife's clothes, and she was saying stuff. She was like talking about it. She was like, I bet she was like, I forget what the exact quote was, but she was like, I bet there's a lot of like blood to clean up in the bathroom, and then she was like, in the trunk, he better get rid of that trunk soon or else it's gonna start leaking. Yeah. And he put down his food because his appetite was ruined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went from the bacon to the drink, and
then he stopped. He was like, he couldn't. That was so funny. I really liked. I like all three of the characters. I feel like when Lisa, Stella and who was the nurse, in case you didn't remember that, and Jeff, I like I feel like they're a really good trio. I liked their dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It was like, I don't know, I really liked them. I also really liked how Stella was like, I can smell the trouble. It was really funny. She was a good character.
When? Oh.
She said it multiple times, Una.
My nose is tingling.
Well, I forgot.
Yeah, let's see what else we got.
Have any reaction, Una? Or are you just gonna? Okay.
I also want to say the progression of like figuring out if the guy killed his wife or not was, for me personally, it was like I didn't, like, halfway through the movie I was like, okay, the guy definitely didn't kill his wife. They probably just got a divorce. Too, yeah. And Jeff is just overthinking things. He's really bored and he's just trying to get, some adventure in his life. That's all that's happening. And then the dog died, and I was like, and even after the dog died, like, you guys know me, I hate it when dogs die in movies. I was distraught. But even then, I was still defending the guy. I was like, he probably, I even said, the guy obviously killed the dog, but he probably didn't murder his wife still, But I feel like it's an obvious, if the guy kills the dog, he killed the wife. It's obvious. Like, come on, it's just pretty, why are you looking at me like that? It's obvious,
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's.
I forgot about the dog dying. Surprised you still wanted to watch it after that.
I mean, I was sad, but then she got another dog at the end, so I was a little happier.
Yeah, if your pet dies, just replace it.
That's
Some people do.
Una. God, wow. Okay.
I mean,
guess you won't be getting a new cat.
I'm gonna eat your cat. Sorry.
Don't stop it.
Too late. How many calories?
Oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
We'll stop.
I would just like to say that at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, who killed who? Did he kill his wife? And then, like, in the middle of the movie, I was like, oh, yeah, he killed his wife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said halfway through the movie you also thought he didn't?
Yeah, like, it was, like, at first I was like, oh, that guy might have killed his wife. And then I was like, oh, no, there's no way. And then I was like, oh, my God, he killed his wife. It was like,
you're all gullible. You're all
Yeah.
susceptible to the movie. I never doubted for 1 second, except for when I did, that he did, in fact, kill his wife.
But I also wanted to say, I think the point where I, like, fully believed that he was, like, killed his wife was when, was the part where the guy saw Jeff through the window and was heading over to his apartment, and then he came in to the apartment and he was like, what do you want from me? That part, I was like, oh yeah, he definitely killed his wife. And then he attacked Jeff, and I was like, oh yeah, 100%, he killed the wife.
What I didn't get about that is, like, he kept, like, flashing him with, like, the flash bulbs, and I was like, just close your eyes, you idiot.
Well, he doesn't know when he's gonna do it.
Just keep your eyes.
Keep your eyes. But he could trip. He could trip and fall.
He screwed in the bulb, and, like, he, like, covered his eyes every time he was about to flash him, so he could have just also done that. I think this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, I think the guy is kind of a bit of an idiot. I mean, he killed his wife, so he can't really be, all that.
If you kill your wife...
He also wasn't very subtle at all. Like,
no, he kept his windows wide open. It was
and then
crazy.
There was, like, the few times that he closed them, he opened them right after. And it was, like...
It gives this, like, suspicious look,
Even when the dog died... And he was the only one who didn't come to the window. Like, he knew the dog was dead, meaning he killed the dog.
Well, they did say that he, like, keeps to himself. He doesn't really...
I know, but I feel like you'd still look out the window, Like,
but,
he was not being subtle at all. Like, he wraps the saw in the paper, and then he picks it up and walks towards the window, holding it out. Oh, yes, my saw.
I wonder what I could use this for.
These are just my regular kitchen utensils. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, like, he was not slick at all.
My wife is on vacation, guys.
Yeah.
I do say he did plan some stuff out. Like, he had that postcard sent. He had someone, like, pick up his wife's stuff, but...
Yeah.
There was also... I still don't understand what the woman leaving was. Like, there was a woman dressed in all black, and she left the apartment with him at one point. I never saw her go into the apartment. I just saw her leave. Like, I still don't understand what that was.
I forget.
I don't think
I
they
remember it
explain
happening, but I don't remember.
I don't think they, like, flat out say what that was, and I don't think it really mattered because they talk about it when the detective, he's like, people saw a woman leave with Mr. What's his face? I don't care what his Tharwold, Mr. Tharwold. People saw her leave with him, and he was like, is that her? Like, you have to, I don't know. It just confused me. I saw it and I was like, what's going on?
Oh, wait.
So, the ballerina lady?
I didn't know about that.
Lisa's life.
It's actually really cool.
You know the ballerina lady?
Yeah? Miss Torso?
Yeah, I guess that's what they call her.
Yeah, that's what they call her. It's a weird name. You could have picked Miss Dancer or something.
Yeah.
Miss Torso?
I don't know. But
little weird.
There was just at one point where I was like, she looks just like she had her hair a certain way. I was like, did they put Barbie in this movie? But I would like to say my favorite part of this movie, I think, is the bit where, like, she's, like, pointing to the ring behind, and then he looks directly into the lens of the camera.
Oh.
Both, like, his lens and then the movie
actual
lens.
Oh, that was so good.
That was, like... it's like that like deadpan stare of like, and then
like straight into my soul.
The like, oh god moment.
Were his eyes that wide?
Let's just do that. Let's both do that at Una, Michael. This is a great podcast.
Yeah, this is the best episode so far. Let me see. What other notes do I have? Because I take notes for the movies I watch.
My notes are all up here.
Yep. I think I liked the the other characters as well that are there.
Yeah.
Like Miss Lonely Hearts, like, I liked her. I thought she was, oh my gosh, the scene where she was getting ready to go out, she was so pretty. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
she's
you
the
were
older lady, and she
was like downstairs. She was
yeah,
like,
she was on the bottom
the
floor.
one preparing for the date.
The pills.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then she, I don't know, I felt really bad for her. I was like, no, no. I was so sad.
It was nice that they were gonna like call
help for her,
because they thought she was gonna like
do it, and then
like purposefully
Yeah.
OD.
Yeah.
But then I guess she didn't, and then
wait, because the musician was playing and she thought the song was beautiful.
which was set up earlier with like they were like.
Yeah, she was listening to his song, I think. I can't remember if she was.
What is it? Lisa and the main guy were like eating dinner, and they like. Lisa heard the song and she was like, "That's beautiful. It's almost like it was made for us." Or
Yeah, like
and that was set up there, and like they were about to call, but then they saw like she was in danger, so they called the cops saying, "There's a woman being assaulted." And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for Miss Lonely Hearts, though. I bet she's a nice woman.
And lonely.
And lonely. And has a heart, like every other human being. I would hope.
I'm gonna take it.
Don't make squishing sounds. That's gross.
Indiana Jones.
What?
Indiana Jones.
I don't.
Maybe. Indiana Jones 2, they like rip his heart out.
I only think I've seen the first one, and that was years ago. I don't remember anything.
It's tragic. Great movie.
Mm.
But not this movie.
Not this movie. This movie is Rear Window.
It's his own separate category. There's good movie, great movie, then Rear Window.
Yeah.
Just like.
Sure, buddy.
Okay.
What? Hey. Okay.
Sorry, we're doing inside
Una,
jokes.
do you have
anyway.
anything else you want to share? I think I've run out of notes here.
You got it.
Did you drink water again and then choke?
Almost.
Nothing else up there? All right.
No thoughts, brain empty.
I think there was one thing I wanted to say. That was a set, like the whole, like that was like that was a crazy, insane set.
Dude.
Like I thought it was so.
I did notice that. Like I would love to live in like it's like just a chunk of buildings that's like one rectangle
like,
with a little
courtyard.
opening, and then like just the little yard in the middle. That's so nice.
Could you imagine
I
this?
think,
It's like all of us just shouting across.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Oh my god, no.
Also, I like the detail of like the newlywed married couple just always having their blinds closed, and every time he like opens the blinds and like looks out the
Leans
window,
out, yeah.
like the wife's like, what's his name? Like
Something or other. Something. Yeah, I think my parents were talking about that, and they said it's because it's from Jeff's perspective, so he's gonna think that they're doing something, but
doing adult things.
Yeah, doing adult things like taxes, and.
Hey baby, you want to go back to my place and do some taxes?
You want to do some taxes? But
I thought you never asked. Will you do my taxes?
It's just like they just open like a bunch of papers and it's just the bills.
Oh my lord! But yeah, he has like a specific idea of like what they're doing, but it's probably not what they're doing because we can't see, the blinds are closed. But so, and even then, it was like you can tell it's from his gaze, specifically male gaze, because there were lots of like shots of like Miss Torso and she's dancing and stuff. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
What? Why do you keep repeating that? Cut it out.
Yes.
Yep.
I hate both of you.
You got it.
What else? I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I wanted to keep talking about the set.
Yeah. Huh?
Like, I thought it was so cool because there were like cars and stuff driving by really quickly on a set. Like, that was wild to me.
It's wild, dude.
It's wild, dude.
Absolutely
and like
wild.
the whole
Precisely.
set was like at one time,
not
and they
yet.
had to do it like to like when they did stuff, it had to be like timed perfectly. So I bet there were tons of takes that they had to reshoot over and over again because something didn't happen right when it was supposed to.
Yeah, the
but-
one shots are awesome. Dude.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
Like just one consistent thing across the neighborhood. And everyone doing different stuff.
I also like how there are other neighbors that Jeff can't see. Like, at one point, there was a woman that was talking through a window to the deaf sculpture lady. And she was talking to her. And then there were, like, other... And, like, you can't see the people that are above or below Jeff or, like, onto that side. And there's also, like, a family up in one of the corners. I don't know. I liked how there was a lot of people, and he's only looking at a few select people because that's all he can see. Mm-hmm. It really puts things into, like, this is what he's looking at specifically.
Yeah.
And then... I'm trying to think, what else?
This is cool. I didn't notice this before. It says, minor characters all represent deeper meaning in the story. So it says, Miss Lonely Heart, Lisa's life, Miss Torso, Jeffrey's life without Lisa, and songwriter, Jeffrey's striving for perfection is not realistic. I don't know if that was like really obvious or something, but I didn't notice that.
No, I didn't notice that either.
But
I think
good at picking up on
I like
symbolism,
the Miss Torso one being Jeffrey's life without Lisa. I think is good because at the end of the movie, Miss Torso's I'm guessing husband came home from the war. The war. Sorry.
Wait, which war was in 1954?
I don't know.
Bars, dude. Bars.
What?
Bars.
I wish you saw Desiree's face just now.
Which war was in 1984? 1984.
1984.
Yeah.
The war.
Which war was in 1954?
I don't know.
1950
I don't know history. 1950 war?
This is my podcast now.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
and
dang it. Worth a shot.
like
yeah,
this movie.
but I also really like how at the end, Lisa was she was reading an adventure novel. Mm-hmm.
Wearing regular people clothes.
Well, yeah, because she really likes Jeff and she wanted to stay with him, but Jeff doesn't want to give up his life because he likes what he does for a living. And he doesn't want to stop working, even though he technically could just stop working because Lisa has plenty of money to, like, let him live off of
it's
with her.
It's not like a
but
want.
He was,
I mean, it's not a need, but it's a want. You know?
Yeah, I know. But, like, my parents said it was specifically... He didn't want to, like, let Lisa be the breadwinner because sexism in the 50s and masculinity and stuff.
I don't know if it's... I think he just really likes his job. It could be that.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It definitely is mostly because he
likes his job.
He likes his job, and he doesn't think Lisa can, like, go out on those, like, adventures with him because it's like he says, has a whole, like, thing about it. Like, he says to her, like, you don't have... I can't speak.
No. He likes his job. He even wants to do assignments when he has a broken leg in the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at that point, he's just bored.
Well, yeah,
I feel like
still.
And it's like the cast was all the way up to his hips, dude. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So what would you rate this movie out of 5?
I would say. Probably like a 4.5. I really liked this movie. This was a good movie.
Yeah, I don't... What's in... I guess like 4 and 4.5. Maybe. I can't pick... I like 8 or 9.
4.25.
Sure, let's go with that. 4.25. Perfect. And you?
I guess a 3 out of 5.
Alright.
So, what do we got cooking for
what's cooking, good looking? What's cooking, boys? Alright, Theo, introduce the next movie.
Chat.
I forgot what it was.
We're cooking. We're cooking with the next episode.
Say it.
I don't remember. Tell me.
Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
Oh my god.
The second movie.
The second one. We're not watching the first one. We're watching the second one.
Yeah, no. I like the first one.
The first one's good.
But I love the second one. I bought it on Xbox and then
Xbox?
Well, yeah, I had $20 on Xbox.
You can
gift
watch the
cards.
movie on Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox has has movies. You can watch movies on
I
Xbox.
didn't know that.
Yeah, you can watch them on Xbox, and then it showed up on my Apple TV, and I was like, cool.
Shoot. Awesome.
Anyway,
Anyway.
stay tuned. We're gonna have our
Yeah.
good pal Maxwell House.
Max, yay. Hopefully.
Maxwell House into the Maxwell verse. Anyway, bye.
Alright, bye-bye. Hooray.